Okay, y'all, my sister's over there loosening to replace a hood strut on my 1995 Toyota Camry. There is a bolt right down there, y'all. See that bolt? That one, that's a 12 millimeter. So you need a 12 millimeter socket for that, and an open end 12 millimeter wrench for that guy right there. My struts are shot. So what I was using to keep the hood up, adjustable vice grips here, right? I just put it right there and I keep the hood up when I was working on it. But it can slide down, so be careful. You have to make sure it's tight enough. We have a metal pull. We call them cheater bars. We have different sizes that we're using to keep the hood up while we're replacing the strut so it doesn't fall. So get yourself about a 3-foot piece of something to hold that hood up. This is the passenger side. This is the driver's side strut. See how they're different? You just have to be aware of that. Yeah, see this little arm? See that? Different. That's the original one for the passenger side. So there may be some variations. My recommendation would be to get them off the car the same year and model that you need the new struts for. That's what I would do, because these are different. I know, because I've made the mistake of pulling off something very similar and it didn't work. So do that, or as my sister said, snap a picture of these, the ones you have at home, or take them off and take them with you to pick and pull the salvage yard, and then pull them off a car that looks similar to the ones, or that look just like the ones that you're pulling off your car. So that's what we would recommend. We're also going to take the little bumpers off there, see those little plastic bumpers, and put them on here. All right, y'all, we've already done the other strut, hood strut. We're going to do this one now. And we'll point out some issues that we had that might make it easier on you. 12 millimeter socket. So you loosen the bottom one a little bit, and then you loosen the top one. So what we're going to do on this one's a little bit rigid in there. It's a little tough. Resistance. I'm getting a lot of resistance. So I'm going to loosen the bottom one first to totally release the pressure off this one.
Tension on the bolt might make it skew off one side and then bind it up.
Yeah. At some point, that's what it is, it's binding. At some point you can just release the bottom one with your finger. It's in a little catch on the side here that you're going to have to pull out where some electrical connections bundle together. You see that right there? The arm, can you point out the arm, goes into that electrical connection.
Slips into there. Right there is why I think there's the metal coming through.
It's coming right in there, so you're going to have to get that out of there. Becky's going to show you where the little tang is you have to depress to get that thing out. Oh, you need light.
Right, I believe.
Right there, y'all see it? So you've got to release that. You have to have something kind of sharp to get in there and small to get in there and lift that little tang up in order to release this.
Keep your finger right there.
The hood shot. We're going to show you on this one what it looks like. That little tang is going in right there. So you've got to lift
a little
that.
knob that, yeah.
That's just a little hole it goes into. You have to lift that tang.
Which we'll try again.
Yeah. Right there at the end of this pick, if you will, you have to pull it up and then it'll come out.
It looks like it's up, so it looks like I could
release it.
Yeah.
She's pretty strong, y'all. I just keep telling you that. So now this is free. This is removed from the bottom, and we're going to remove it from the top now. So it was binding a little bit up on this 12 millimeter, so we took the bottom off first. Okay, it's binding, so we're going to put a little silicone here. You can put penetrating grease, but just don't be a lunatic and spray it everywhere. It's not good for your car paint. She's going to work it back and forth.
Go back and forth, advance it a little bit, and then back and forth. Very hard.
Very hard. So y'all just want to be careful. If it's resistant or binding, don't try to just pull it out because you can break that bolt and then you got all sorts of problems.
Back and forth until it feels nice. Then you can go forward. Otherwise,
you can break that bolt off. So this is actually good. This happened on this one. We did the other one and it came out fine and went in fine. No resistance, no binding. But this is a good lesson, and don't force those bolts. Now it looks a little easier. because you'll just break them. And she raised a good point. The more you twist it back and forth, it causes heat, which can make it more apt to break. So just slow and go. Like when you're putting a bolt in something, if you're meeting a lot of resistance, put some oil on that or some lubricant. And slowly work it in and work it out. She's getting it now, y'all. There, she's coming. You can take it by hand now?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Now I'm going to put some more silicone there. We're going to silicone this big bird in here too, where she goes into. Now we've got this bolt that goes up there. We're going to put some silicone on that. Put a little silicone around that with your little Q-tip. Then you're set and ready to go. When we were getting this off, the old one, there was a little plastic piece around this end that fell down. We could not locate it, so we just took a piece of small tubing we have, cut that, and put that back on. That's all you do, y'all. You could really, if you're in a bind, you don't have anything, cut a straw, several layers, put it around. Okay, we're going to take you all up close and personal. My sister's going to do it and show you that bolt has to go in square, not off to the side, or it's going to strip it.
Make sure that they start not out here.
Yeah. If y'all start out here with them, you can't get it around, so it's got to be back toward the firewall. That's called the firewall, y'all, right there. She's threading that in, and if it binds, back it off and go in again. But that's got to go in square, and what we mean by square is at a 90 degree, like that, y'all. Not like that, not like that. You'll strip it. So if you're ever putting a screw in and it starts to bind, back it out, screw it in a little bit, back it out until the threads catch, and you'll feel that and then go right in.
That feels pretty good right there. All of a sudden you'll feel it catch and it'll go a distance now. It won't go too far on this one because
it's got a problem with the threads inside.
Maybe that's as far as she wants to go, but she's starting.
Okay, so that started up here.
These two, this has got to slip in there.
Yeah.
And it did.
There you go.
Right
See that right there, y'all? So that arm goes right in there, y'all. Put that little rubber thing right in the hole, y'all. Just blinded my sister.
That's got to be up there.
So y'all, what's happening right now, I've got to push the hood up so that she has enough relief to get, there's tension. That's right, there's tension on that. So here I go, so I cannot, there you go. She's threading that bolt. Y'all don't want to release the hood, because if you lower the hood and those bolts are on the halfway end, they can snap. Do not do that. You just want to get them on nice and firm and pretty close up to stop, meaning fully screwed in. And then you can release the hood and screw in the rest of the way. But I wouldn't do that until they're screwed into firmness. Tight. Now she holds. And that is how you put on hood struts on a 1995 Toyota Camry. We just got these out at Pick and Pull, which is a salvage yard. It's an A Eagle. Whether they're any good or not, I don't know, because I got them used. But these are working just fine. There you go, you guys. We hope it helps. Now we're on to doing the CV axle and the struts. Okay. Happy DIYing.